Three of the most iconic cyberpunk stories, which played a crucial role in shaping the sci-fi subgenre in the 1980s and the 1990s, are set to return soon to the small screen. While the origins of cyberpunk cannot be attributed to any single work, the three stories in question are often touted as its cornerstones. Even after all these years, all three remain relevant and still have massive fan followings. Owing to this, it is not surprising that the three cyberpunk stories, Blade Runner, Neuromancer, and Ghost in the Shell, are getting television revivals. William Gibson's Neuromancer is often touted as the foundational text for cyberpunk. Despite this, it surprisingly never got a direct big-budget adaptation for the screen. It was considered unfilmable for a long time, but Apple TV is now developing its TV show. Unlike Neuromancer, Ridley Scott's Blade Runner started on the big screen, though it drew from Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? The first movie was later followed up with a sequel, Blade Runner 2049, which proved to be as critically successful as its predecessor. Leveraging the franchise's previous success, Prime Video is bringing us a third installment, Blade Runner 2099, which will be a TV show. Interestingly, Neuromancer is believed to have influenced one of the most iconic cyberpunk movies of all time, The Matrix. As several reports suggest, the Wachowskis had screened Ghost in the Shell to pitch The Matrix to the studio. While the Matrix franchise's future seems uncertain, Ghost in the Shell, like Neuromancer, is also set to return to the small screen in 2026. Cyberpunk is one subgenre that remains largely unexplored on the big and small screens. Considering how both its visual and philosophical elements are not easy to translate faithfully, it is not surprising that most adaptations either sand down its spectacle or lean too hard into its visual aspects. Fortunately, the upcoming takes on Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, and Neuromancer look quite promising. New Blade Runner, Neuromancer, and Ghost in the Shell TV show seem incredibly promising. Franchise reboots and extensions are often viewed with a skeptical eye, especially if they have an established legacy like Neuromancer, Ghost in the Shell, and Blade Runner. However, the installments of all three seemingly deserve to exist. The new Ghost in the Shell anime, which is being developed by Science Saru, will be a loyal adaptation of the original Masamune Shirow manga. Unlike all previous takes on the manga, like the acclaimed 1995 film and Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex, the new anime series will embrace its source material's comical tone instead of taking itself too seriously. This alone makes it a unique adaptation and allows it to stand out among all other installments of Ghost in the Shell. It is also hard not to be optimistic about Apple TV's adaptation of William Gibson's Neuromancer because of the streaming service's long history of delivering compelling sci-fi book adaptations like Foundation, Silo, and Dark Matter. William Gibson, too, has been actively involved in the show's production, which almost seems to guarantee its success, with Ridley Scott as its executive producer, Silke Louisa as its showrunner, and Jonathan Van Tulken at its helm. Prime Video's Blade Runner 2099 is being driven by some incredible creative powerhouses. Even its cast, which includes Michelle Yeoh and Hunter Schafer, further cements the series as one of the most anticipated sci-fi productions of 2026. Since both previous Blade Runner movies are touted as two of the best takes on the cyberpunk genre on the big screen, the Prime Video show carries the weight of an extraordinary legacy. However, the franchise's transition from the big screen to television alone can become the sci-fi show's biggest advantage, allowing it to honor the movies while breathing new life into their cyberpunk storytelling.